Mehndi, stay on with us. In fact, more breaking news coming in on the same front, where Canadian Member of Parliament Chandra Arya has condemned the violence and said that the red line has been crossed by Khalistani extremists, highlighting the rise of brazen violent extremists in Canada. He's also expressed concerns that Khalistanis are taking advantage of Canada's freedom of expression laws and are receiving what we call a free pass. Those are, of course, the developments that have taken place. My colleague Mehndi Garg still with us on the broadcast. Mehndi, of course, now we've heard what a Canadian MP Chandra Arya said. He's made it firmly clear that the red line has now been crossed, especially with this attack that's taken place.
Well, yes, Ashavi, the Canadian MP Chandra Arya has cleared out that and also condemned this attack by pro-Khalistanis on Hindu-Canadian devotees near the Hindu Sabha temple in Brampton, and mentioned that this, under the freedom of expression, extremists are getting a free pass and have crossed the red line. And also, he shared a video of Queens waving Khalistan flags in front of the temple and stressed that he has started believing that there is some truth in the reports that in addition to Canadian political apparatus, Khalistanis have effectively infiltrated Canada's law enforcement agencies also. And he mentioned that how the red line has been crossed by the Canadian Khalistani extremists, and the attack on, Hindu-Canadian devotees inside the premises shows how deep and brazen has Khalistani violent extremism has become in Canada. He mentioned that he began to feel that there is a small grain of truth in the reports that in addition to Canadian political apparatus, the Khalistanis have infiltrated into the enforcement agencies in Canada also. And apart from that, the Canadian Member of Parliament further expressed concerns that Khalistani extremists are taking advantage of Canada's freedom of expression laws, and said that no wonder that under the freedom of expression, these Khalistani extremists are getting a free pass in Canada. And he also mentioned that he is saying for very long that Hindu Canadians, for the security and safety of their community, need to step up and assert their rights and also hold politicians accountable for such kind of attacks. And sharing the video of the incidents and also the videos that are being shared online, it is very much visible that a mob wielding sticks and rods and are attacking Hindu devotees outside the temple. They are not only attacking the men, but also women and children are being attacked by them. And several people in the mob are also seen carrying flags associated with pro-Khalistani groups. So this recent attack has added to a string of similar incidents that has documented in recent years, underscoring a distressing trend of religious intolerance. And also in July, Arya had voiced deep concern over the violence that is directed at Hindu-Canadian communities. And then also he mentioned on his X platform that how the Hindu temple Bat Swaminarayan Mandir in Edmonton is vandalized again. So this is a second happening that has happened, in this year. So in July also, Arya mentioned that how that was also very saddening, because during the last few years also, Savi, Hindu temples, not only in Brampton that has happened, in now, but in Great Toronto area, the British Columbia area, other places in Canada, they are, the temples in these specific areas were also being vandalized with hateful graffiti and also by mobs that have been seen in this video. And later in, July also, Arya condemned this act, and now also he has condemned. And also, last year, talking about last year, Hindu temple in Windsor also suffered defacement with anti-India graffiti and also
absolutely. Mehndi, stay on with us. In fact, more breaking news we're tracking this morning, where the Indian High Commission in Canada